Well, we all know the weather is changing, and just as the weather changes, so does life. Forever changing, rearranging. Everything changes, either for the best, for the worse, for the good, for the bad, but everything changes. So, what do we do with those changes that we are seeing occurring? All those different changes that I just made mention of above. Well, what I'm realizing more and more and more as I take inner study time with myself is learning better ways of understanding, dealing, recognizing, and facilitating plan of action pertaining to the different changes that happens, whether you like them or not. Those are changes. I'm going to say it again, whether you like them or not, those are changes that will occur. And as they occur, you want to have the necessary steps or tools in place to deal with what is happening, what is changing, what change is bringing. So you don't lose yourself, so you don't go crazy, so you don't get too emotional, so you don't get too upset, so you don't lose your sense of direction pertaining to where you should be, where you should be going, how you need to go about in those going tos and going froms. Changes. Seasons show change. Life is about change. A lot of times we don't know how to deal with that change. And sometimes the change can be a little bit overwhelming. So we must figure out, each and every one of us, how we are going to deal with changing times, changing realities, changing situations and circumstances, changing life path situations, changes of change that bring about a change, because we see things differently and things are not the same and will not be the same because of that change. So we want to understand the change. The change is a rearranging. The rearranging is a change. The seasons show forth the many different changes. Like right now, you can look at the trees. They got different hues and colors, right? But they all fall to the ground. All the leaves. The trees that have leaves, the leaves fall to the ground. So they have something in common. But then there's many other things that they don't have in common. And that is the reaction to whatever that tree may be dealing with or going through, because the tree is living. The tree is a force. The tree is breathing. Yes. It is a life form. And so, and me just even saying that, you know, not even sitting down studying it, but it's just coming to me, I'm able to see that changes, it brings changes, it brings challenges, and that's just the way it is. That's the way life is set up, you know? So we want to hopefully be prepared and prepare ourselves, you know? And, you know, do the best that we're able to do with the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that we have been given by the Creator, by the universe, by various people, family members, friends, associates, so on and so forth. And I need to say this because this is coming to me. We want to do our very best not to move and travel through our lives carrying other people's baggage, carrying other people's energy frequencies, if it's not going to elevate us into higher cosmic frequency of healing. Because a lot of times we'll be carrying other people's energy frequencies and it's been weighing us down, and we find ourselves going back and forth, and then we wonder why it's happening. That's because we're carrying their energy frequencies, whoever it may be, you know? And that's where the detachment comes in. You have to practice some form of detaching from certain situations, detaching from certain mindsets, certain gatherings, and so on and so forth. But the main thing is you want to become more stronger within your mind's cavern, right? The cosmic mind cavern, and use it to keep you safe within yourself. Even if you get upset, even if you feel shaken, even if you feel lost, even if you feel fear, even if you feel sadness, you want to have within you in your cosmic mind cavern where you can regroup, relaunch, reassess, redetermine, rethink, rethought, remotivate. All those various different things you want to be able to do, because those are the factoring factors that's going to help you. Yeah, because you may not have people to help you, so you may have to be the main one standing in helping you help you, and in doing what it is you need to do to carry on in the cosmic mission of what it is that you see, feel, dream about, and truly want, that you know is going to put you in a better space, a better place, and that will be beneficial for your living existence while you are living, and hopefully leave behind something that will impact and help others who are open to what it is you're building, what it is you're doing, what it is you're creating. Because you want to be around or interact with those who are appreciating what it is you're doing. And if they're not, then that's okay. But as long as you keep the frequency open to that of what it is you need to be doing for you, because you are the one that has to live inside of your body. And so you must make the necessary preparations to secure yourself, because you are nature, and technically you are a tree. You are a living tree that has been planted in the earth. And like when we see the trees, right, we think the trees are not walking. The trees are walking. Even though the trunk of the tree may be stable, if you look at the different seasons, that tree begins to walk. How? The leaves come, the branches branch out, the roots spread out. So that's the tree's way of walking. And also the tree is sending out oxygen to us, right? And we are exchanging. There is an exchange going on here. And listen, and like, this is coming to me on a deeper level. So, pay close attention to what I'm saying, because it's coming to me. Because I didn't pre-plan this thought. There is an exchange in everything that we do pertaining to what we do, even if we're not knowing we're doing it or we are aware that we're doing it. There is an exchange going on. So now, what am I saying? I'm saying this. We want to do our best to be aware of how we're living, what we're saying, what we're doing, how we feel, and stuff like that. Even if we're angry, even if we're upset, even if we don't really have everything together like we feel we should have. If you are aware of what you're doing, then you have a better chance of doing better with that awareness of what you're doing and what it is that you need to do. Like literally. Because that means that you're not walking around blind to what's going on in the world. You're not walking around blind to yourself. You have that knowledge of self, understanding of self. You're seeking the answers towards knowing the deeper self that makes you who you are, which is the soul self, which is the cosmic, I'm going to call it a cosmic evaluation of who you are, physically, mentally, spiritually, soulfully, sexually, emotionally, on the cellular level, like everything that makes you who you are, knowing about your bone structure, knowing about your skin, what the skin does, knowing about what the heart does, the eyes, the brain, everything about what makes you who you are. We want to be deeper into knowing what everything does. So this way we have an understanding of our power and what we can do with it. Literally. How do you think these people with their wicked agendas are able to do certain things? They study people. They study us. They study you. And a lot of times they know more about how you know you than you know about you. So in order to offset that, we must get deeper and deep in the deepness of who we are. Because a lot of times we be so deep into this, so deep into that, so deep into people and this and that, and we're not even deep and deeper into who we are. We're not even deep into knowing how we work, why we feel the way we feel, why this bother us, why that bother us, why we feel this feeling, why we allow this to happen, why we don't allow certain things, why we're shy, why we're not assertive, why we let people walk over us, why we're argumentative, why we get so emotional. All these different cosmic systems of who we are, these situations that happen to who we are. So we want to be able to map it out a little bit more concisely and understand it each step of the way as we are in it, become involved in it, or thinking about it, or planning it. So this way, hopefully, it will work out accordingly. And if it don't, we can pull ourselves out of it quickly because we got the necessary tools, which is the soul tools, which is the go tools that we have in our toolbox, which is our brain, which is in our system, which is in our hearts, which is in our movements and understandings as we move through the earth, that we know this thing that I am working on, building on, and continuously discovering is what saves me when I may be out of pocket, when I may be in low frequency, when I may get caught up, when I may not be at my best, when I may, how they say, go from 0 to 100, or feel lost, or just feel whatever I may feel. I got some treasures that I know are inside of me that I can go to regroup, renew, refacilitate, and get back on that path. Why? Because you know the path, you're building the path, you're walking on the path, you're breathing the path, because the path has given you an understanding of what the path is. The path is basically just doing the right thing. It's not that hard. It's just doing the right thing, the just thing, the proper thing, the thing that's going to bring about a balance, that's going to bring about happiness, joy, kindness, love, comfort, and understanding. And in having those tools, you can better facilitate a plan of action when things may be working against what it is you're trying to do. Literally, you got to have those different venues inside of you together, or at least be working on those things, seeking, acquiring, and knowing and applying those things to keep you together while you live in this earth. Because if you don't, you will lose it, right? And you're still going to lose it. You're still going to make mistakes. You're still going to do some stuff you ain't got no business doing. But if you got the necessary tools, the right tools, you can say, hold up, I need to pull out the cosmic hammer. I need to pull out the cosmic screwdriver, or the cosmic wrench, or whatever, or the cosmic drill. So I can pull myself back, rebuild, because I kind of went left. I kind of made a mistake. I kind of overreacted. And so you reach within you. Reach within you. Now, how do you get that stuff? You get that stuff by studying yourself. You get that stuff by reading, watching, and observing, and seeking information from others, right? And you don't have to use exactly what they're doing, but you assimilate the information that appeals to you, that you know, you know, you hear something or you watch something and it makes you feel a certain way, like, wow, man, that's deep. I can use that. I can apply that. That's something that I'm going to add on to what it is I'm already doing for my betterment. That's what I'm saying. So you get in these different frequencies of information, and they're coming from different venues. They may come from a book, from film, from conversation, from self-analyzation, from inspiration, from sound, which is music or certain sounds and stuff like that. And then it's going to connect you, because looking at the branches of the tree, if you look at the trees, as long as those branches are strong, they stay connected, right? And if the branch is weakened, eventually it falls off, or it may slowly wither, or, you know, it weakens. So what I'm saying is that when you're in touch, tone, tune, I'm going to say it again, touch, tone, tune, meaning you're touching everything that you hear, see, feel, and know. What do I mean by touching? You're seeing it and you're striving to see it in a just way. You know, not in a corrupt way, but in a just way. Even if you're wrong, you're seeing it like that. So touch. Tone, meaning you're understanding the frequency that you give off and that others give off. Tune, meaning after touch, I just lost my train of thought. Touch, tone, right, and tune. Now you've looked at all of that, and now you can tune in correctly. Tuning in first correctly within yourself, so you can tune in and out as you move about in the earth. Literally. So this is the whole gumbo. This is why we're here. This is the whole cosmic plan and planning of why we're here. Touch, tone, tune. The 3 T's. Touch, tone, and tune. Okay? And so, as we understand all of that, there's going to be some other touch, tone, tune, tuning that we're going to be doing with ourselves, on ourselves, and with others who may need what we have, which are the cosmic gifts, the treasures. Because people will come to you and they might share something with you, and by you touching, tone, and tune within, you can give them what they need, so that hopefully they can touch, tone, and tune within themselves. But it's not your mission to give it to them. Your mission is to give it to yourself always, first and foremost. And I'm not saying be selfish, but I'm saying put yourself first. Why? Because you have to take care of yourself. You have to do for self. And you may be a parent or whatever, but you must make sure that you are doing what it is you need to do for yourself first and foremost, so that you can be a good auntie, you can be a good uncle, you can be a good dad, a good mom, or good cousin or whatever. And you will know if those people, whether they family or not, are open, aware, and awakened to receive what you have to give. So this way you know you can't be wasting your time giving your treasures and gifts away to people who are not going to appreciate nor understand those treasures and gifts. Why do you have to be like that? So this way you don't get angry and upset when people just don't see what it is you're trying to do from a good place. And that saves yourself from added animosity, resentment, regretting all of that. You only want to give your treasures and gifts to those who understand the frequency of love and harmony and where you're coming from. And also because this is what they want. They want goodness in their life. You can't give goodness to a crook. You cannot give goodness to a thief. You cannot give goodness to someone that's in low frequency only until they rise up to high frequency and be in the frequency of receiving, because they want to change their lives. They want to change themselves. And this is where touch, tone, and tune comes in, literally. And so now, in understanding all of that, because I never spoke about this before until just now, and a lot of what I'm saying is from real life situations that I experienced within my soul capsule. You know, your body's a capsule for your soul, the soul capsule. And the soul capsule is going to experience various things, but you're going to feel it more deeper on the physical. But if you're connected to what makes you who you are, and you understand energy, frequency, and so on and so forth, then you will feel it within your soul as well. This is why when you hear certain sounds and certain music and certain words, you feel it in your soul, right? Or you can feel certain things and manifest certain things, because it's the soul connection, the soul power of high cosmic elevation of understanding. So touch, tone, and tune is very, very important. I'm going to try to save this video, because normally I would save certain videos and stuff, because I like to go over what I said. Because a lot of times, most of the time, I don't pre-plan on saying this. I got like 5 more minutes, because I got to pick my daughter up from her little after-school program that I have her in. So I got like about maybe 9 minutes. But, you know, I just really wanted, you know, to speak about that. I didn't intend on speaking about it, but, you know, we really want to really, really, really touch, tone, and tune into ourselves, so we can understand things as it happened. And if we don't understand what's happening, then we regroup and we bask in our treasures and our inner gifts, so we can reharmonize within. Because let me just say this: life is going to shake you. People are going to shake you. You're going to get hurt. You're going to cry. You're going to go through stuff. That's just the way it's set up. You're going to feel emotions. You're going to feel feelings. You're going to get let down. And you may even let people down. That's just the way it's set up. It's set up like that. But here's the touch. I said touch, tone, tune aspects. In knowing all of this, what do you do? Ask yourself, what do I do? This is what I've been doing. And this is what I have slowly, and like I said, slowly. Because even with all this knowledge, this wisdom and understanding, and all the books and all the crystals and all the organic eating and all this, you know, strivation of changing myself, I'm not perfect. I do go left. Sometimes I go over left. You know what I'm saying? But the gift is, when I calm down, when I regroup, I can say, hey, you know, and that's only because of the treasures and gifts that I have within, and the various things that I have set up in my life that are positive, that brings me back to the positive focus. So we want to have positive things in the focus, so when we do go left or go over left, we can bring ourselves back. Okay? It's sort of like, if you're not a good swimmer, what do? They throw you the life raft, right? Or that little circular thing, and hopefully you get inside and somebody comes and saves you, right? Same thing with the gifts and treasures that you have inside of you. You're going to take all those good things about yourself that you've been working on, you know what I'm saying, throughout your life, or you're seeking to acquire, whatever, and those are going to be the things that's going to save you from yourself. Because like I said, you may not have people to save you, but those things that you have inside of you will save you from yourself. Why? Because those are the good qualities that's going to pull you out of that low frequency, that's going to pull you out of that evilness, that's going to pull you out of that wickedness, that's going to pull you out of that bad judgment, that's going to pull you out of that stuff that you know you got no business involving yourself in, that you shouldn't be doing, that you shouldn't be acting upon. But guess what? You are a work in progress. So say, I am a work in progress, and I'm still healing from my trauma. I'm still healing from the drama of trauma, the ones or those things that growing up I didn't even know, and those things that I did know, but a lot of it I didn't know, and it kind of created who I am and made me who I am and influenced certain particulars about what I do, how I think, and how I feel. And when you can sift through that stuff, I mean, sift through it. You got to sift through that stuff and see what's harmful, what has harmed you, and what is good and what brings goodness. You know, you sifting through. Then you can say, okay, this was something I got from mom, dad, or the crew, or the neighborhood, or something that happened to me, and it affected me, and that's why I am like this. And you know what? It's not good, and I want to rid myself of it. So now what do I do? Well, before you do that, now you've looked at that. Now you look at the good stuff. You're sifting through the good and the bad, and then you start using and doing the necessary things that's going to bring you to healing and put you in the mindset and frame of thought process frequency. Remember, touch, tone, and tune. Put you in those aspects so that way you can work on yourself, change yourself, free yourself, be aware of yourself, because you still will make mistakes. You still will make mistakes, but you want to get to a place where you're totally free from even making those mistakes, because you have a stronger sense of self, you have a stronger sense of strength, you have a stronger sense of self, you have a stronger sense of strength, and you have a stronger sense of understanding. Okay, this is what I need to do now. What I used to do is not working because I'm confused, I'm blah blah blah, and like I've attached too much of my emotional self to it. So I need to regroup, reorientate. And so this is what I'm doing, you know. And so hopefully by you hearing this, maybe it'll give you a spin on what it is that maybe what it is that maybe what you can do. Okay, I got a couple of minutes here, okay? Because another thing I just noticed, that bell rings at a certain time, which is cool. So this is just what we want to do. Why? Because we only here for a short time. We don't want to waste our lives. Many of us may have made mistakes and wasted precious time or whatever, and we may be wasting precious time now. So we want to stop doing that, and we want to use the time to try to do the best that we need to do. You don't have to do what I'm doing. You do what you feel that you need to do, because you have your own story. You have your own pathway. You have your own insight and understanding that the Creator is giving to you. The goal is we want to heal, and we want to get better with ourselves. We want to forgive ourselves and just try to do the best that we can do, you know, because we all have been poisoned by whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Whatever has happened or whatever. And things will happen that will, you know, make us feel a certain way. So we want to touch. I think I said touch, tone, and tune, right? Yeah. Got to write that down. Touch, tone, and tune. Okay? Touch means we want to see everything clearly, right? Because you can physically touch stuff, but we want to touch stuff from the ins and outs and ends of everything we see and understand. First, we want to look at ourselves and see what it is that I need to really do on a deeper level to really give me what I really need, which is a healing peace and a knowing that whether I'm with people or not, I got me. And this is where you want to arrive in your life. You're strong with folks, and you're even stronger without them. You want to be stronger without them. Because, you know, people are going to transition, people are going to leave, things are going to happen. So you want to have a stronger sense of strength first within for yourself. And then have a strength with others too, because we need others. But if you don't have that, then you know you still got a stronger sense of self, because you got your operating system. What is the operating system? The brain, the eyes, the hearts, and stuff like that. You know, and like I did a post, that's your family. So you got family in you. Thank your heart for beating. Thank your eyes for seeing for you. Thank your ears for hearing. Your feet been carrying you, right? Your hands been picking up stuff for you. You know, various things has been happening for you. The cells been communicating. Everything hopefully been going okay. You know what I'm saying? So touch. Touch. Okay, tone. Right, tone. Tone means even if you mess up, you still want to come back to that peace. Tone. Peaceful tone. Okay, so then you can see where, you know, the ins and outs and ins of what didn't happen, what happened, blah, 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 blah. And then go back to the treasures and gifts within yourself so that you can get it together and continue to work. Touch, tone, and tune. Tune means that you're using the tools that you touch, tone. Now you're tuned in to what's going on. But first you're tuning into you. You're staying in tune with self, saying, why you feel like that? Why you doing that? You know, so you can correct yourself. That's the key. Let me correct me. I can't correct them, but I'm going to correct myself. And by me correcting myself, now when I move throughout the earth, I got a better understanding of how to touch, tone, and tune. Okay? And so I just wanted to share that with y'all. I mean, I can get deeper, but I got to get in motion like the ocean, go pick my daughter up. You know, but I wanted to share this. And I needed to say this. Sometimes we go through things in life. And I'm going to say this to you. You see this tool, the live? It's a good tool to like either, because you may not have a pen and paper to write stuff down. You can do a live. And even if nobody don't join the live, you are expressing how you feel about a certain situation, right? And somebody might listen to it and you may not don't even know, and you might be able to help someone. But the goal is, first, we're going to help ourselves. I can't help nobody. I can't do nothing for nobody. I can't get you. I don't got you. I got to get me. I got me. I'm going to help me. I'm going to do for me. And as I build me, then I may be able to help or get or got. Until you do that, you're going to be like a log in the ocean, and your energy is going to be all over the place. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Stop neglecting yourself. Stop looking for love outside of yourself. You are love. Say it. I am love. You know, the Jackson 5 did a song. I'm going to start walking now. It's called, I'm going to put the phone down for a second, y'all. Okay, listen to this here. The Jackson 5 did a song called I Am Love, right? Now, that's my favorite song that they did. And then there's a couple others, because I have all their music, and I grew up on the Jackson 5. And so, I Am Love, you know what I'm saying? For me means I am love. And so, if I am love, I'm not looking for love outside of me, like as if I gotta find love outside of me when I am love. And so in knowing that I am love, that means that I understand my treasures, understand my gifts, and even if I make a mistake, I can come back to I am love. Because that's going to bring me back to positive focus. I'm be like, hold up, dude. Yo, man, why you acting like that, man? Nah, you ain't got to be chasing nobody, tripping over somebody. Why? Because you are the cosmic gift. And that's what you got to tell yourself. I'm the cosmic gift. I don't got to be tripping. Because if you're working on your gifts and your treasures, then those people who want what you have are going to flock to you. All you got to do is just be who you are. Be genuine. Take care of yourself. Do what is right. Elevate your treasures. Elevate your gifts. Right? And know that you are love. Right? And love is, let me tell you what love is. The L is for living. The O is for out. The V is for various. The E is for emotions. That came to me like maybe a little over 10 years, 15, 20 years ago. So love is living out various emotions. So we want to have an understanding of why you feel the way you feel. And a lot of it deals with emotional stuff. A lot of it. Look at everything. It's all an emotion. Every feeling is an emotion. So when you can better understand emotions, right? That's when, hopefully, you'll have a better understanding of life and hopefully be better at living life. Hopefully. You ain't gonna be perfect, but the key is having the information to do what it is that needs to be done so that you can be okay. Plain and simple. Okay, so I didn't intend on really speaking about this here, but you know, the universe wanted me to speak about this, and I need to say this. Situations happen for something else to happen. I know it sounds weird, but situations happen for something else to happen. And sometimes we may panic or we may, fuck it up or whatever. But what I'm saying is, let's do our best to understand and look at what's happening, why it's happening, and then go within seeking our gifts and treasures so that we can get a better view of what's happening without adding on to the insanity or the confusion of what's happening. It's so cosmic.